The house on Maple Street had been empty for 3 years, but it never felt abandoned. Every time Emma Carter stood on the cracked sidewalk across the street, keys clenched tightly in her hand, she felt as if the house was watching her, waiting, remembering, holding its breath. It was a modest 2-story home in a quiet Ohio town where nothing much ever happened. White siding that had yellowed with time. A porch swing that creaked even when there was no wind. The kind of house people passed without a second glance. But to Emma, it was everything she had lost. She took a slow breath, tasting autumn in the air, burning leaves, cold earth, and something bittersweet that felt like memory itself. At 32, Emma had already lived a lifetime of grief. Her mother, Sarah Carter, had died suddenly of a heart attack 3 years earlier. No warning, no goodbye, just a phone call at 6:17 a.m. that split Emma's life into before and after. And now, after years of avoiding it, Emma was finally here to sell the house. She crossed the street, climbed the steps, and unlocked the door. The scent hit her immediately, old books, lavender, and dust. Her mother's scent. Emma closed her eyes, pressing her forehead against the doorframe as memories rushed in. Emmy, shoes off. Dinner's almost ready. Don't forget, no matter how far you go, this will always be home. Her throat tightened. I'm home, Mom, she whispered, even though no one answered. Emma had fled this town at 18 with 1 suitcase and a scholarship letter to NYU. She told herself she was chasing dreams. In truth, she was running, from grief, from guilt, from a boy named Noah Miller. Noah had been her first love. The kind that sneaks up on you when you're too young to understand how fragile love really is. They grew up 2 houses apart. Rode bikes together, studied together, dreamed together, and then Emma left. I'll come back, she'd promised him the night before she moved. I'll wait, Noah had said, believing her completely. But life happened. College, work, pride, silence. And then one day, she heard Noah had joined the army. After that, nothing. The second day after returning, Emma climbed into the attic to sort through old boxes. Her mother had been a keeper of memories, birthday cards, school projects, faded photographs. Emma smiled sadly as she sifted through them. Then she found a small wooden box. Inside was a letter. Her name was written on the envelope in handwriting she hadn't seen in years. Emma. Her heart slammed against her ribs. She sat down hard on the attic floor and opened it. Emma, I don't know if you'll ever read this. I hope you do. I loved you in a way I didn't know how to explain back then. Maybe I still don't. I'm leaving tomorrow. I didn't want to go without saying goodbye, but I was afraid you wouldn't want to hear it. If you ever come back, if you ever need me, I'll be here. Or I'll try to be. Noah. The letter was dated 10 years ago. Emma pressed her hand over her mouth as tears spilled freely. Her mother had kept it. For all this time. Why didn't you tell me? Emma whispered. But deep down, she knew the answer. Her mother had believed Emma needed to find her own way back. The next morning, Emma went to the only coffee shop in town, Maple Brew. As she waited in line, staring at the menu she already knew by heart, a familiar voice spoke behind her. Emma Carter. Her body froze. She turned slowly. Noah Miller stood there, taller than she remembered, broader, with lines around his eyes that spoke of things she couldn't imagine. His hair was shorter, his smile softer, but his eyes were exactly the same. Time stopped. Hi, she breathed. Wow, he said quietly. It's really you. They stared at each other, suspended between past and present. How long are you back for? Noah asked. I'm selling the house, Emma replied. Something flickered across his face. Pain, acceptance, maybe both. Oh, he said. I'm sorry. They talked awkwardly at first, safe topics. Jobs, weather, town gossip. Then Noah said, I got married once. Emma's chest tightened. I got divorced, he added. It didn't last. I'm sorry, Emma said. He shrugged. Life. They sat in silence, heavy with everything unsaid. They started seeing each other again, slowly. Coffee, walks, conversations that felt like coming home. One evening, as they sat on the porch swing of the old house, Noah finally said it. Why didn't you come back? Emma swallowed hard. I was scared, she admitted. Of failing. Of disappointing everyone. Of realizing I'd made a mistake. And me? He asked softly. She looked at him, tears shining in her eyes. I was scared of how much I loved you. Noah exhaled, nodding slowly. I waited, he said. For a long time. I know, Emma whispered. And I'm sorry. Just as things began to feel hopeful, life intervened again. Emma received a call from New York. Her job was on the line. She needed to return immediately or lose everything she'd worked for. That same night, Noah collapsed at home. A heart condition. Undiagnosed. Dangerous. Emma sat beside his hospital bed, holding his hand as machines beeped steadily. I can't lose you, she said through tears. Noah squeezed her fingers weakly. Then don't run, he whispered. Noah survived. Recovery was slow, but steady. Emma made her choice. She turned down the promotion. Sold the house, but not to strangers. She bought it herself. The porch swing was fixed. The paint renewed. The house breathed again. 1 year later, Emma stood in the backyard under fairy lights, holding Noah's hands. This place was always meant for love, she said. Noah smiled. So were you. On their wedding day, Emma placed Noah's old letter in a frame by the front door. Below it, she added her own words. Some loves wait, some homes remember, and some hearts find their way back. As the sun set over Maple Street, the house stood quietly, no longer waiting. It was home again.